Welcome to 303 Hoops, a whole lot more than the box score. For you hoop junkies, number nerds, or just someone who loves basketball, this is for the love of the game. Live from 303, I'm Ryan Hinske.
And I'm Caleb Bunch. And guys, it's cold in Chicago, but that didn't stop us this morning from giving you the content that you guys deserve.
It's cold.
It's cold out here, man. We went to the lake this morning.
We did.
And, man, we're still recovering. But, guys, we have a good episode for you guys today. We're excited, and I think we just jump right in, Ryan. So kick us off, song of the day.
They go to the lake.
I know.
We had reporting.
We had reporting. It's.
And then I lost my U-Pass for the Ventra.
Our bag broke. Our gear was frozen.
It's just not been the smoothest day.
It's been a day.
But and it's also like, the Browns.
Higher Todd Mulkin. Pray for him.
Go Browns.
Go Browns.
But that's okay because music still exists. And Don Toliver dropped a single.
He did.
ATM. Don Toliver, check it out.
Yeah.
Album's on the way.
Next week.
Or
no, 2 days from now, 30th.
Is that right?
Yes.
End of this month. Is it the end of the month already?
Yeah, I know, because it was last week that was next week. So
End
it's
of
in
January.
2 days. And some of those leaks I've been hearing, ooh.
Really nice.
Ooh.
An ATM, great single, great choice to come out before the album. Kind of sets the stage. Don is in his fatherhood era.
I know.
His hubby era.
Caliucci's.
Yes, and I'm just really excited for the album, and I thought the single was really good. Yeah. And it's not always, so.
And if you guys know who Malcolm Todd is, there's a new leak that Don released that he
They
sampled.
collabed?
No, he sampled Malcolm Todd.
Oh,
so,
yeah, I saw that.
Can
you believe Malcolm Todd is 21,
That's
22?
Ridiculous. Makes you feel
He's
good
our
about
age,
yourself,
bro.
right? So, man, we'll see what that looks like on the album, but that's exciting. I love that. Don is great. I think he's taken over the helm at Jack Boys, man. He's pumping out content.
I was telling my friend the other day, he's my artist of the 2020s.
Yeah, that's fair.
When I look back at this decade, I feel like he's going to be the first artist I think of.
Yeah, Life of a Don came out this decade, right? 2020s.
Lovesick.
Oh, Lovesick too.
Mm-hmm.
And then
23.
also Hearthstone Psycho.
Yep,
and then
24.
This, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. It's one a year, and then we didn't get one in 2025, right? Because Hearthstone Psycho was end of 24.
Right.
So now we're getting it first thing 2026.
Jeez.
He's on a tear. I'm saying he's the artist of the 2020s for me.
That's
for
fair.
someone who's actively releasing music.
No, that's fair. Right.
Yeah.
My artist is definitely not the artist of the 2020s. I have Rihanna, people. Quite the opposite, actually. I have Breaking Dishes by Rihanna. Great song. I personally think, and this is a hot take, I know what I'm about to say is going to be crazy. A lot of you may hate it. I think that if Rihanna did a versus battle with any female artist, I think she could win. If you go 10 tracks. I don't think she has the longevity in her career, obviously, but I think her 10 singles or 10 records you put up can go against pretty much anybody in the industry. That's active. Right?
Ever?
I don't know about ever, but that's active. I can't compare her to Aretha Franklin and Nina Simone.
I was gonna say
those people are hard to compare to. But in terms of people that are active, I think she can go against any female artist.
Yeah.
And I stand by that. Beyonce fans, yes, I'm including Beyonce in that.
I agree with you there. I think she's got more top 10 tracks are better than Beyonce's top 10.
But obviously you can't speak to longevity. So
we might get canceled for that, but
we
that's
might.
Okay, man.
We might. If we go viral, we go viral.
Yeah.
Is that what we need? It's not rage bait.
Jordan shrug.
Jordan shrug.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, straight to basketball.
We got big news, man.
We got big news.
That literally broke 2 hours
ago.
Shams, right?
Right. Yeah, Shams broke it. So
got to give credit where credit's due. The local Chicagoan Shams.
Local Chicagoan Shams. He broke news that essentially we're not going to say that he did, but it sounds like Giannis has demanded a trade from the Bucks. He
wrote it in the nicest way possible, but it's a demand.
Yeah, he's become disgruntled with the organization. You can see the other night he was talking about the Bucks' effort and chemistry, which is never a good sign from your superstar, and that's been a repeated thing for Giannis in the past couple of months with the Bucks. And they've done a terrible job of surrounding him with talent that's going to have him succeed and get back to, 2021 level where they won the championship, right?
Yeah, 22.
Or
22.
21-22 season, right?
And like the year after that, they were still really good.
Right.
Like they just haven't been there since.
No, after the Drew Holiday trade, that's when things kind of started, going down for the Bucks. But yeah, so they have seen Giannis since he was drafted, right? They've developed and cultivated him. So obviously that hurts for the franchise, but also for the fans. I can only imagine what they're going through. Milwaukee sports, he is the anchor of that city right now. And then particularly if you are a coach, I could imagine that you looking going forward, Doc Rivers, you're like, oh my goodness, like what
it happened again with Doc Rivers.
Yeah, like what am I gonna do? My roster is not complete in any way, shape, or form. Giannis covers a whole bunch of holes for us, right? And we're still struggling. So I can only imagine what's going through that, not only front office's mind, but the coach's mind. But
I mean, Doc Rivers has seen it before. It happened with the Sixers.
Yeah.
I mean,
Clippers.
It happened with the Clippers.
Yeah.
It's just like the roster keeps getting worse. Players get disgruntled. Somebody wants out.
Yeah.
And then suddenly Doc Rivers has a new job.
Right. And then he loses his job. Yeah.
So it's just another, like, obviously he's a champion coach and, like, probably a Hall of Fame coach. But it happened again.
Yeah, it's a pattern.
Your best player wants out again. Or, like, isn't really playing. Like, Embiid, like, isn't really playing, until he leaves.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. What's
now
the saying?
He's
like,
good.
One time is luck, twice is coincidence, three times a pattern. So
it's a pattern.
It's a pattern with him. It's happened 3 times. So, yeah. So that's the news with him. And, Ryan, you pulled up our faithful website, Fanspo.
It's Fanspo season.
They gave us some trades to look at. So, like we said before in a previous episode, February 5th is the deadline, right? February 5th? Is it right?
It's the 5th. 5th at 4 p.m. Eastern?
Something like
5
that.
5 p.m. Eastern.
And so, pretty much a week and a half for Giannis to get what he wants. Or not even a week and a half, a week to see what the Bucks can cook up. But in the meantime, we were looking at Fanspo and what they cooked up. And Ryan, this trade we're looking at right now is the Warriors, Heat, and Bucks three-team trade, right? And the Warriors would have Andrew Wiggins back, Bobby Portis, and then the Heat would receive Giannis and his brother, Thanasis, because both of the brothers are on the Bucks right now. And then the Bucks will receive Tyler Hero, Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, and Buddy Hield. So some young assets going the Bucks' way. A whole bunch of picks have to be shipped out if you're any of these organizations to get Giannis. But this one particularly was the financials were able to work. So this makes a lot of sense on, I think, the financial aspects. But what are your thoughts, Ryan, for these teams and the talent they get in exchange for Giannis if you're the Bucks, and then also the Warriors receiving their players in the Heat?
Well, we were talking about last week the Warriors needing something back, right?
Yeah.
And Andrew Wiggins was a positive for their team.
Right.
I would absolutely say he was probably the most underrated player on the team last season or the season before.
Yeah.
Like I don't think he gets enough credit.
Yeah.
And I'm not just
Good
saying
defender,
that because
like
he was
athletic.
traded for LeBron and like the Cavs drafted him. No, I'm not saying that.
Maple Jordan era.
Maple Jordan. But also Bobby Portis. Like, are we going to forget how good Bobby Portis is as the NBA player? Solid contributor. Got in a fight when he was with the Bulls. Punched Nikola Mirotic back in the day. Like, he brings the... I'm not saying the Warriors are all fighting, but, like, he's intense, And he's a really transformative player. Like, I think he
brings energy to your squad. Yeah,
and
he brings
he's
energy.
good. He backs it up with good play. He can shoot. He can drive. He's not the fastest player, but he can defend.
He's big.
Not the fastest player. Miami, they get Giannis. You don't even need Thanasis. Giannis, that's great for the Heat.
Yeah.
You get another generational talent.
Fits your culture very well.
You're selling tickets. He fits the culture. Mm-hmm. Giannis lives in Miami now.
Yeah.
They're fun to watch. Like, you miss Tyler Hero, but, like, it's Giannis. Really?
Yeah.
Like, it's Giannis.
That's a trade you're willing to make. I think it's interesting, though, because if you're the Heat, do you have Giannis? Your front line becomes Giannis, Khalil Ware, and Bam. Which is crazy to think about. Giannis at your 3, Bam at your 4, and Khalil Ware at your 5 is crazy.
Giannis plays the 5 in that situation.
You think?
Ware does.
I'll say Ware, probably.
Yeah, Ware plays 5. But Bam is the 3.
Do you run Bam at the 3 or Giannis, you think?
Bam at the 3.
You think? Dang, that's crazy to think about.
But it would be Spoelstra
Scary.
would just have to craft a different way of ever playing offense. It'd be like a 2-3 offense, but the 3 are just kind of in the corners and
it's spot up
horn
shooters.
sets.
Yeah. It's literally spot up shooters in the corner running horn sets, pick and rolls the whole time.
Imagine a horn set and the screen setters are Kalel Ware and Giannis.
And
then a third screen is being set by Bam. And wide open in the corner is,
Jaime.
Yeah, Jaime Jaquez.
Yeah.
Who can also play the 4.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what a strange team that would be. But the Bucks would get Hero, Kuminga, Moody, and Hield. Now, those first 2 players, Hero and Kuminga, that's a good baseline.
Right.
But I think if I'm the Bucks, I'm going to need some picks there.
Yeah, I'm hanging up if I'm the Bucks. I think bare minimum, in my personal opinion, if I'm trading away Giannis, I need
4.
I think 5. Dude, how many
I don't even know
Desmond Bane?
I don't even know if the Bucks could give up 5, or the Heat could give up 5.
Right. Desmond Bane trade. But Desmond Bane was
wasn't it
4, I think.
4 first?
Desmond Bane was 4 first rounders.
4 first and 3 seconds or whatever it was.
Yeah,
I think 4. If you're thinking about getting picks from the Warriors or the Heat, though, if you're getting picks from the Heat, well, I don't know. Those could be bad first round picks.
I think the Warriors pick could be good though.
The Warriors, if they even get one from the Warriors, and it's 2029 or 2031,
it's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah. That's probably a lottery pick in those instances.
Yeah. They're back to the We Believe Warriors. But
barely,
we believe 20 years from now.
Exactly.
We believe we'll get another Steph Curry in the draft.
At some point in time. My goodness.
I don't know. Yeah, I think if the Bucks would hang up, but if there's 2 firsts from the Warriors and 2 firsts from the Heat, I probably will take it if I'm the Bucks. I don't know if I can get anything better than Hero and Kuminga.
Yeah.
And I really like Moses Moody, too.
Mm-hmm.
And Buddy Hield, what's he going to,
right.
He's 29, 30.
Yeah.
He's not really going to do much. But
yeah, not in a
maybe
system.
they could flip him.
Yeah, for that. But another trade that you have pulled up, San Antonio, which there's been rumblings about this way before Giannis even
and what would be
anything.
really fun is that they can't trade De'Aaron Fox until the 4th. So it would literally be a deadline
trade.
Yeah. So they can't do it any time before then. So this would be
middle of the night.
Yeah.
Do you remember DeAndre Jordan's situation when he was getting traded to the Mavericks, but then Blake Griffin showed up at the house and was like, "No, we're not trading DeAndre." And it was midnight of the trade deadline. You don't remember this?
The first time he was traded.
Yes. Yeah. When he was all pro, or
Blake Griffin's nah.
all NBA.
No, that's my guy.
DeAndre Jordan. So something like that, right? It'll be middle of the night or right before the trade happened or deadline happens. So it would be interesting to see. But I think San Antonio makes a lot of sense for Giannis because
it does.
You have a lot of good guard play. You have people that could stretch the floor, right? The good shooters that will surround him, and Champagnie. Obviously, Vassell would be included in this, but who knows what that would look like. But also, the elephant in the room, Victor Wembanyama, he would still be there. So how do you guard those two? But I think that would be a miracle if San Antonio was able to figure that out and a dream come true for Giannis and Wembanyama because they could both have completely different roles but flourish in whatever that may be.
Mm-hmm.
So
let's look at this trade then, because we got going to Milwaukee, De'Aaron Fox, who's still 26, 27.
Yeah.
Devin Vassell, who's a good young player, very good this season as well. Sohan, who hasn't played very much because of injuries. Carter Bryant, a rookie.
Yeah, their
fun
draft
rookie.
Pick, yep.
And then we have here 4 firsts and 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Only one of those firsts being protected. Some of those are from
all over the place.
Yeah, from literally all over Boston. There's one
Atlanta.
from Boston, one from Dallas.
New Orleans.
Yeah,
right, all over the place.
That's a second. And then Giannis and Kyle Kuzma go to the Spurs, which if I'm the Bucks, I'm not valuing Kyle Kuzma almost at all. Maybe I would try to trade him as well.
But I do think in the Spurs system, Kuzma has value, though.
Potentially. Yeah.
Because you're not asking too much of him as a playmaker or really a shot creator. You're really just asking for him to make spot-up shots. He'll be open because you still have, in this scenario, Castle on your team. You still have Harper, so you have two guards that you really are fond of on your team still. You have Champagnie, so a spot-up shooter that will still be on the squad. Hey, man, they still have Luke Cornett, obviously Wemby, and then, in this case, Giannis. So your floor will have plenty of spacing for Kyle Kuzma, and looking at that, you have opportunities, I think, to really just fit into a role, which has been kind of something he hasn't been asked to do in a while. Last time he was doing that really was Los Angeles, and that's when they won the bubble chip, I think. So I think if you're Kuzma, you're happy about that, and honestly, San Antonio can get value out of that.
If there's any team that hangs up, though, who do you think it is?
San Antonio.
Agreed.
San Antonio.
I still think that this is a little bit too much.
Yeah.
I said 2 or 3 weeks ago that De'Aaron Fox should not be traded. I still believe that. Now, is he worth $37 million a year?
I know.
Not sure, but also, you would also give up a big contract in Devin Vassell. It makes some sense, and maybe they don't need those picks, and they're keeping Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper. Some of their younger players like Champagnie as well. They're keeping those guys around. But I still think this is how the Thunder built their dynasty.
Right. And I do think the real reason I hang up if I'm San Antonio is not necessarily the players included in this, it's the draft picks. Yeah. If I have all this draft capital and my team is fairly young, who knows what that could look like in the future, right? Because I do think that San Antonio is pretty much a lockdown wing away from pretty much being, I think, the best team in the league. Hands down, the best team in the league. So if they can get a wing, which I think they kind of wanted in Carter Bryant, which they're going to flush him out over the next couple of years to see what he looks like, that can just be a 3-and-D player, just super athletic and defend really well for them, I think they're stoked about that, even without Giannis on their team.
I mean, they're an incredible team.
Right.
They really are. And there were times where we would talk about the trade deadline with the Thunder, and it's should they give up a lot of this draft capital? And they never did. And they just got one after the other, and they built this incredible product that we see today.
And they're ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
And so is San Antonio.
Right.
So
if this is going to be the rivalry in the West, then wouldn't the Spurs want to keep that longevity?
Yeah, I think so.
Instead of risking it for Giannis?
Yeah.
Giannis is incredible, but sometimes he plays down in the playoffs. And a lot of that's because they have to rely too much on him because of other injuries, things like that.
He's playing both sides of the ball.
So maybe that's an inadequate argument, but there's always the injuries too. And if Wemby's going to be an injury-prone player as well, then suddenly you're dealing with LeBron and AD situation.
Right.
Where it came together once, but it didn't come together again.
Right. And just age. I mean, Giannis isn't old, but he's getting older.
31 maybe, 32?
Yeah. So, and he's definitely in his prime still. So don't get me wrong on that. But I think, is just reaching a point where it's all the value you're getting out of him is immediate, which is fair if you're San Antonio, right? It's a win-now trade for sure. But like you said, if you want to be competing with the Thunder, whose average age is around 25, you're going to have to see a timeline in which you're good for the next 7 years.
Yeah.
Which, who knows what that's going to look like for Giannis? Because obviously, like I said, he's 31.
But we want that. We want that Magic Bird rivalry in the West.
Oh yeah.
I think that's stick with Wemby.
Yeah.
Build around him. Have that clutch player in De'Aaron Fox. Keep Devin Vassell, the lengthy wing. Keep developing Carter Bryant, and
you'll be on.
You have these Western Conference championship battles between the 1 and 2 seed, Thunder and Spurs for years to come, and we'll all love it.
Right. Which is super interesting to think about. Also, I think what's important, and last thing about this, is if you trade for Giannis, I think not only do you have to consider, if you're San Antonio, what your timeline looks like for winning now, but like you said, with the longevity piece, there's other teams in the West you have to be concerned about and what their timeline looks like. So what comes to mind for me is Houston, right? That's a team that, besides Kevin Durant, is extremely young.
Yeah.
and will also be competing at the top of the West for years to come. So it's not even just the Thunder you have to think about, it's Houston. And then also, how do you stack up with the Nuggets? That's a team we can never forget, with Jokic coming back, right? So it's just like all these things you have to consider beyond just the mere fact of like, oh, we got a superstar. But it's like, how does that timeline align with the other teams that we're looking at beyond just the Thunder, who are comfortably sitting in first place in the West, but other teams are creeping up there.
How do we trade Houston to the Eastern Conference? Like, can we do that?
I know.
Like
the West is so stacked.
One of these teams, can we just trade divisions and just say, all right, like, you're going to the East, and we're sending like
we'll take Charlotte.
Yeah, we'll take Charlotte, or we'll take. I don't even know like who that could be. Probably like, a Midwestern team.
Yeah.
Let's move the Bulls to the West.
Yeah, the Bulls go to the West or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? Like, oh, man.
How are we going to fix this?
Or like Memphis. Yeah, whoever it is. But like, the West is too stacked.
Memphis is West, though. And it's an Eastern state.
But I'm just saying,
it's
that's
hard.
Like, you
They're
need
east of the Mississippi.
Just send them straight to yeah, exactly. Send them straight to the Eastern Conference in exchange for whoever. But enough of pro. Yeah, exactly.
The West is too good.
It is too good. And then imagine Giannis being in the West. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It would be insane.
It would be terrible. But enough pro talk, guys.
Enough pro talk, man. Come on.
If you haven't been following college basketball or listening to Ryan and I talk about college basketball, what feels like every week now, you guys need to lock in.
Yeah.
The past 2 weeks have been awesome. Conference play is well underway. We've been seeing people put up 40 bombs. And when I say people, I mean people, multiple people. Kingston Flemings put up 40. Keaton Vogler against Purdue, or Wagler, however you say his last name, put up 46 against Purdue. AJ DeBansta had 43 against Utah. So that's 3 people right there that put up 40. Darius Acuff, he's been putting up 30 balls. Mm-hmm. So college basketball has been amazing this year. The freshman class, we've raved about it, and we will not stop talking about it until they get drafted. Because I just saw a post by Ryan Hammer this morning. In his estimation, this is the best freshman class he's ever seen, which says a lot.
Agreed.
Coming from someone whose opinion with college basketball I trust thoroughly. Ryan's been watching the game for a while. And I think considering what the numbers have been looking like and the stats these freshmen have been putting up, I do not disagree with him. I know that last year freshman class, ridiculous as well, and that is boding well in the NBA. But I do think the depth of this class gives us an edge. But we have a fun little segment we would like to play with these players. Not all of them are freshmen. There's a couple older people in this. But start, bench, cut.
I just want to say, if Caleb Wilson was in last year's draft, we would have talked about him on this show multiple times.
Yeah, and
Caleb Wilson. This is the first time I've said his name on our show.
Yeah.
That is how good this freshman class is. Yeah. I haven't even mentioned Caleb Wilson.
And he hit the game winner against Virginia.
Yes.
It's like, oh, my goodness.
But it's like we don't have enough time to talk about all these incredible freshmen. I'm slapping the mic right now.
It's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
And the funny part about that is, like, we're talking about the freshmen so much. We haven't even talked about the upperclassmen at all.
Yeah. Seriously.
It's craziness. So college basketball has been a joy to watch this year. And then BYU just played Arizona, watching that game. Crazy comeback from BYU.
Yes,
they weren't able to pull it off, but we're down essentially double digits with 2 minutes to go. We're able to rally back, cut it to 1, miss the game tying or game leading bucket, and Arizona was able to pull it off. So they remain the number 1 team in the country. But back to the segment. Start, bench, cut. Ryan, let's start with the guards. I have 3 guards I would like to say. Kingston Flemings, guard for Houston. Mikael Brown for Louisville. He's been out a little bit, but he's come back. He's starting to find his groove again. And then Darius Acuff. Who are you starting, who are you benching, who are you cutting? It's tough. This is tough.
I'm starting Acuff, man. I think
now,
he's got everything.
Let's clarify. Is the start, bench, cut particularly based off their production this year? Or is it like future?
Maybe I'm envisioning them in the NBA. Maybe.
Okay.
Like if I was the Brooklyn Nets.
Okay, so you're NBA GM right now. Who you starting, who you benching. Gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm the Cleveland Browns, and I just drafted 3 quarterbacks. And I have to choose between all 3 of them.
Yes.
So, I think I'm going to start the season with Acuff.
Okay.
I feel like he's been playing at the pro level.
Yeah.
And he's calculated, calm. I love the speed at which he plays, where he can burst right through you. Pause.
I was gonna say it, but burst past. That was bad.
Can drive to the rim at incredible speed. Yes, he can. We're Gen Z. We got to do this when it happens.
Yes.
We can't just ignore it. And he can slow down, speed up, and he's just a great scorer.
Threw you off a little bit.
In the paint, behind the arc,
yes.
anywhere. Darius Acuff is that guy.
He's their starting guard.
And then I think I just have so much faith in Mikael Brown. Like, I can't cut him.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
He's explosive.
Yeah.
His jump shot is fluid. He looks really good. Or early on in the season, looked really good.
But I'm going to cut Kingston Flemings, who just dropped 42.
I know, and he's playing extremely well.
But I think
for
I
Houston.
have to. That's how good this is.
I know. It's crazy.
It's a great thought experiment.
It is.
What do you think?
I start Acuff. He's my guard one right now. And if I'm projecting for NBA production, I bench Mikael Brown and cut Flemings. But based off college production, I'm going to flip those two. Bench Flemings.
I agree.
Cut Mikael Brown. But, you can't go wrong either way. Next, Darren Peterson, a guy we've talked about all year. Mm-hmm. Braylon Mullins, UConn Husky.
I had to throw him in here.
And then Keaton Wagler, or Vogler. I don't even know how he says his last name. But who are you starting, who are you benching, who are you cutting?
I'm starting Peterson. That's probably the easiest.
Yeah.
But now we get to the point where it's like, listen, Wagler.
Yeah.
He's incredible.
Yeah.
And
he's young.
And 46 points and just can do a little bit of everything. But Braylon Mullins really looks like an NBA player, understands the game.
And he shoots it
great
so well.
into the system that Dan Hurley's had.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want him coming off my bench if I'm in the league. I think I want Braylon Mullins taking his shots. He reminds me of Jordan Hawkins when he was coming into the league.
Yeah.
But
same school team.
Better size and probably maybe a little bit better of a shooter as well.
Mm-hmm.
I just have really liked watching him this season. I think he's underrated. I think he's great at the two-guard position.
Yeah, that UConn team's fun to watch this year, man. And they just got the huge win over Providence. Big East play.
I think he's just a winning player.
Yeah.
And I really think Wagler is too. Mm-hmm. But I hope that wasn't just a singular performance by Illinois. I think it's a great team they put together.
Yeah.
But I would just like to see him make the right play more.
Okay. Fair,
I gotta watch more of him.
Yeah. Definitely. Fair. I don't disagree with anything you said. I think Darren Peterson, you got to start him, even though you've had questions. But I like Wagler coming off my bench just for the production I've seen from him in big moments. Has been super huge. Even in that loss to UConn that they had, still productive. And he had a lot of gravity against them, and that was a really good team they played. Good defensive front with UConn. But he's looked very good this season. He's looked not even on my radar to begin the year. And it wasn't even on most college coaches' radar. He was a 4-star or 3-star recruit coming out of high school. Only had 3 major offers initially, and then Illinois kind of found him late in the recruiting cycle. So they were able to get him, and it's worked out extremely well for the Illinois Fighting Illini. So, last but not least, forwards. This one is the real question. We have Cam Boozer, AJ DeBansa, and then Yaxel Lindenborg.
Yaxel, as we like to say. I'm taking Cam Boozer, starting him. Mm-hmm. He's the most pro-ready player physically, mentally, makes great decisions. When Duke is struggling in the late game, they go to him. Right. There's a reason for that. Yeah. AJ DeBansa has been back and forth for me. I feel like he's still really raw. Mm-hmm. Yaxel Lindenborg is an anomaly as a forward because he just does so much for that team. And
he's that offense.
He is. And he can do a little bit of everything. Because he's a big guy. Right. But he has great ball skills. Very much a great dribbler, passer, defender. I think he's really well-rounded. If I'm an NBA team right now, I'm putting Yaxel on my bench. Wow. I'm cutting AJ DeBansa. Wow. That's crazy. I know.
Clip it. Clip it, chat.
I think that if it kind of depends, but if I drafted Yaxel Lindenborg 10th overall, and I also, for some reason, have DeBansa, and I'm making a playoff run, I feel like Yaxel Lindenborg is going to go in there and do the right things on the court.
That's the wrong take, but I respect the take.
I need Debanza to develop.
You're a hater,
if
man.
I'm a losing team, if I'm the Brooklyn Nets, Debanza.
Yeah.
But like I'm thinking like NBA, like
playoff
if I'm
team.
Competing, if I'm really competing, then I'm gonna go with Yaxel for now.
I hear you, man. I hear you. This is gonna pay me to say I'm starting AJ. I'm a Dookie, but he's raw. He has progressed extremely well in the season. In the second half, he's shooting 60% from the field, which is ridiculous over the course of the season. When he's developed that jump shot and when it's been hitting, he's looked unstoppable. The mid-range has been improving. He's had his three-pointer much better than it was earlier in the year. He's played against high-level competition this year. He's looked good, poised, calm. Cam Boozer, I just worry about the defensive side of the ball, especially in the NBA. You're not going to be able to just, bully people on the defensive side and especially on the offensive side. He's a little undersized, but he's still going to be a great NBA player. So for that reason, I have him on my bench. Wow. And then Yaxel, I'm cutting you. I'm sorry, Yaxel. But that's just a testament to how good those other two players are.
They're
Nothing
great.
Against you.
I just, there's been a few games this season where Debanza's had sort of a head-scratching performance.
Yeah, even the last game, he was inefficient from the field.
And just sometimes decision-making, and it seems like it might get in his head if he starts off on the wrong foot.
Yeah.
But great player. All three of these guys. I mean, it's all 9 of these guys that we've talked about.
Amazing.
It's crazy how good they can be in the NBA. And we didn't even get to some of these other players.
Yeah, I know. We haven't talked about Ejiofor that much this year, who's had a monster year. Braden Smith for Purdue. I know they've been on a losing streak, but he's played amazing, right? So much college hoops to talk about. And like we've said before, we're going to continue to talk about it. But until then, every week you can tune in here. This has been 303 Hoops. Until next time.